Happy Wednesday. It's Lena Graham Morris, the entreprenista. It has been somewhat of a challenging few days. Those of you who are in the southeastern region, we have been combating the effects or non-effects of Hurricane Dorian, but having to still make sure that we're prepared, which has depleted people's or individuals' times and resources, so forth. And we all know as entrepreneurs, we still have to keep moving forward. And so I am here, the Entreprenista, your business and strategy coach. And I just want to touch base, the confessions of an Entreprenista for really briefly this Wednesday. And I want to talk about membership mania. So one of the things that I have been working on and had to sidebar because of the weather conditions is we were doing a detailed list of all of the membership organizations that we belong to and what their dues are and when they're coming up, because some people are annual and some of them are just on an actual, it's January through December, or some of them are when you sign up and they're recurring for 12 months, or you can pay one flat fee. But whatever the case, there are tons of membership organizations that you can be a part of to help increase your business. There are chambers, which most of you know I've worked extensively with the African American Chamber. I'm also I'm on the board of directors of the National Association of Women Business Owners. And just across the board, there's chambers for each area. Maitland, Lake Nona, Apopka, the main Orlando Regional Chamber. So there's chambers, then there's other organizations to be involved with. I happen to also be affiliated with CEO Chicks because I support Colleen Otero since her inception, and Arlene Blake is doing some great things with women on the rise. But with all the memberships that are out there, how do you determine what is best for your organization? And so one of the things that I had to sit down with my team that is helping me create or do this audit for this membership mania is we had to understand really our business, our mission, who is our client, who are we trying to get to. Do we have regional specifications? When I say regional, there are certain locations that we need to be in, and then are there industry specifics, and then is there anything niche about us? And so let me just explain that to you a little bit more. So our family business, we have 6 offices in the southeastern region, and so I have to make sure that I'm covering each region fairly. So we have Central Florida, we have the Tampa Bay area, and we have St. Petersburg, we have down south, Deerfield Beach, Fort Lauderdale, and Miami area. We have New Orleans, and we have North Carolina, and presence in South Carolina. And so I have to do kind of an audit on understanding what does our business look like regionally, where are our heaviest areas, and what type of organizations are we trying to connect with to meet our mission. So you need to be very, very clear about that so that you can understand what organizations you should align yourselves with. So for instance, for a number of our projects, I'm in charge of the diversity and inclusion, so it is important to be familiar with most minority chambers in each area or other alliances. So there's the National Association of Black Women in Construction, and that also spills out into your industry. So there's organizations that you want to be affiliated with because of location. Then there's industry specific organizations that you may need to be affiliated with, because that's also how you'll hear about conferences and events with other folks in your industry. And then in general, of course, a lot of the networking events that will put you face to face with, if you do B2C, if it's business to client and customers, and you need to be in front of customers, then there are some organizations that will expose you to a mass amount of or have influence, and like the I think it's the Orlando Black Business Organization with Mike Felix and so forth. They have a very large following. So you really need to sit down, and they have no fee for their membership as far as that I know. But when you're looking at the memberships that you have to pay for, it can add up. And so I want to quickly go over some of the things that I have put in place to help our team be effective. I have a large market, as I just explained to you. So, number one, budget for each market. Understand where we are in each market and who do we need to be aligned with so we can back into those organizations. And then, who are our customers and the people that we need to be involved with in each area. So, we really need to be involved with procurement officers, diversity inclusion, and decision makers for owners, reps, or owners that we would go after, which is hospitals, school districts, so forth. And so, really understanding who is affiliated with those organizations helps to take away the membership mania and kind of really streamline it, and to do continued research. The other thing that I always advise myself or I send the team out to do is to check out a few events before you commit. And so if you identify a membership organization and you think you may need to be a part, maybe you want to go out, maybe you want to check it out, go to a mixer, go to a meeting, try a social and an educational component first to see if this is something that you need to be a part of. And so that's just a little bit behind the scenes confessions of an entreprenista on how I try to manage our memberships. We have about 40 organizations, and but remember, I'm covering 6 regions that we try to align with. And then out of those organizations, there's memberships and then possible sponsorship opportunities to align with. So really understanding that ahead of time makes it easier to steer that boat the right direction and be impactful with your memberships. This is Lena Graham Morris, the Entreprenista, your business and strategy coach, and I hope that you have a wonderful Wednesday.